What's up, family? Welcome back to Healingtogoldtarot. I just want to say I love y'all. I don't know, I just feel really loving today. And I always do, especially when I'm recording, because I love to do this channel and I love to read energy for y'all. I love to show up here. Thank you guys for your love and support. If you're new, welcome to Healingtogoldtarot. My name's Shay. What's your name? Nice to meet you. You might as well get comfortable because everybody does. Everybody loves me. Everybody is comfortable around me. If you know me, you know why. Or if you hate me, you know why too, because you love me. Yeah, anyways, let me stop. I'm going to give y'all a reading regarding like a self-improvement. We're going to see what the cards got to say. I'm going to take whatever spirit got to say. We're going to read the back of these cards because how they set up, they like this in the front. And then they tell you like a little advice in the back. And I may do like some channel messages. And if the video isn't too long, I may do a little tarot card reading at the back of it. I do have like a special reading set up for y'all. And we're going to talk about parental dynamics. It's been very heavily on my mind. I feel like Spirit really wants me to talk about this. Me and my sister literally just had a conversation about this. And it's reminding me that Spirit is telling me to talk about it. So after this reading, that may be my next project. I'm going to pick 4 or 5 cards. All right. I'm going to take that one since it came out in reverse. And then it got what if it isn't true, but it came out reverse. So I feel like you could be blinding yourself to something. I'm hearing blinding yourself to the truth. Something about self-illusions. You're putting yourself in a self-made mental prison, thinking about something that's already been confirmed to you. But it's like you're wanting the outcome to be different. You're wanting the answer to be different. You're wanting whatever this is to be different. But understand that you can't always get what you want. And sometimes you don't get what you want for the betterment of you. Or you get what you want and then you go to experiencing things that you didn't expect. Say, for instance, if this is regarding someone, you may have wanted someone, you had a crush on them for a long time, you got with them, and they turned out not to be who you thought they was. And just because I see the words boundaries right there and surround, that just let me know Spirit wants you to be cognizant of the people who you surround around you and the energies that you're willing to endure. Because if you don't set healthy boundaries, they can be of detriment to you. You can feel weak. You can always feel stressed, always feel tired, don't know how to show up for yourself, feeling exhausted. If you got kids, you're stressed out with the kids. You're stressed out with this man or this woman. It's just too much going on. There's time for you, and there's a need for you to just take a step back, allow God to control things, and let things happen the way they are. Believe a person. When they show you who they are, believe who they are. Don't let them fool you. Yo, their actions show you who they are. Know that. Keep that in mind. A person is going to show you who they are through the things that they do, not the things that they say. Because people can say things all the time, and promises get broken all the time, on purpose and by accident. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you may promise a person something based off of what you think is going to happen. If you don't know that for sure, it's not safe to make promises. But it was an accidental promise. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes people actually mean what they say, but they just can't come through because I don't know. They know how to show. They don't know how to show up. Also, too, I'm being led to say some people don't really know how to accept love. You can't force a person to be loved. You just can't. And 9 times out of 10, if you're trying to force love on someone, you really don't even know what love is for real. You don't even know how to love yourself, because love isn't forced. It's something that, it's an action. It just happens. It just, even though you feel the energies of what love is, or you may like, okay, some of us just be high off the dopamine we feel, or the rush that we get from said person or said energy. Whether this is a substance, whether this is a person, whether this is a place like the casino. You can be addicted to gambling, or a thing. You could be addicted to eating. Whatever this is, we're addicted to the dopamine. And we call it love because it makes us feel good. It makes us feel comfortable. But is that really love? Or is that you trauma bonding on something that gives you the illusion of a good feeling, when it's really just a high that does not last? You see what I'm saying? keep that in mind. All right, we 5 minutes in. Then the only 4 cards that has fell out, so I'm gonna leave it like that. And then it has, what am I most afraid of losing? So there's definitely something here you probably need to walk away from, or you're afraid to lose, based off of whatever circumstances you put in your head that probably don't exist or don't make sense. Faith is you taking risk on something, not knowing the repercussions or the outcome being the circumstances that you in. Let's just say you want to move out on your own, but you don't have the finances, or you don't necessarily have all the answers, or you may have all the finances, but you may have like something on your credit that's hard for you to get a place. Taking a leap of faith and trusting that God will get things done for you, as long as you believe and you trust and you invite this energy, this loving energy of God in your life, is real. That's what faith is. That's what real faith is. Real trust. And also, too, don't have trust issues. Okay, I ain't gonna say don't have trust issues, because trust issues are real, and I'm not saying I don't go through them. But a word of advice would be for you to learn how to trust yourself, so that way you can trust that you don't make the wrong mistake or trust the wrong people. Because then you don't have to worry about not trusting someone, because you trust that you're gonna make the right mistake. The right mistake. That may be very significant. So know that mistakes aren't mistakes. A mistake, in the sense of you feeling like it's wrong or you did something wrong, is an illusion, because everything you do is meant to help you grow. Okay? So if it helps you grow and it brought benefit to you, how was it a mistake? Even if that's what it appeared to be. But we're going to get into these cards. We already 7 minutes in and I'm just running my mouth. But that helps somebody, and I know it. It says, do I surrender myself with people who lift me up? Exactly. Won't we just talking about people around you and energy around you? I just been channeling, so I'm looking here, there. I let these cards fall. I looked at the certain keywords or whatever, but anyways, let's just not talk about it. But it says, do I surround myself around people that lift me up? So friends, family, people who are closest to you, who are near dearest to your heart. How do they treat you? How do they lift you up? How do they show up in your life? Can you call them when you need something? You know what I'm saying? Can you talk to them when you need somebody to talk to? Can you cry on their shoulder when you need somebody? Are these the type of friends that call you and get right into what's going on in their life? Or are they asking you, how are you doing? Are you mentally capable to listen to my problems right now? Because I understand that I'm not the only person going through problems, and I need somebody to talk to. That's being a considerate friend. Are these friends bringing you the same problems over and over because they not listening to your advice or listening to their own intuition? Because that's another thing that's mentally draining. That's not a friend. And some people don't realize that because they be so consumed with their life. And I'm very understanding, so I get that. But still, if you can tell this to this person, are they mature enough to understand where you're coming from and not get upset? These are just questions you can ask yourself, and ways you can test these people to see, are they the right people for you? Are these people that are mentally capable and mature enough to understand that in any relationship, it's about what you can offer. Both of y'all using each other for something. It does not have to be in the dark attributes of using and abusing. But just like you may need me, I may need you for something. And it don't have to be something big. It could be something small. You have the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. That's a very great point. Literally. Matter of fact, let me back that up. I'm going to read that again. The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. So just imagine you becoming something, and then you're teaching your kids how to become that. Is that what you're becoming, good or bad? Are you becoming a good example, or are you becoming a bad example? Are you a follower, or are you a leader? At some point in your life, you're going to have to play both roles. But what role are you being asked to play right now? Where do you need to step up? Are you the student or are you the teacher? This says, does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul's action. Make a desired list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Bingo. This is regarding family, friends, co-workers, even if you have I don't know, whatever. This could even be addictions. This could be you trying to develop a healthy relationship with food. This could be you trying to develop a healthy relationship with money. You may want to get your journal. I know I should have said that in the beginning, so you can jot some of this stuff down, because you may need this to implement some of this information in your life to bring in some balance. But yeah, this video gonna always be here, so if you have to watch it again, do that. But anyways, you have, what am I looking for outside of myself that is already within me? So that just letting me know, going within, soul searching. What answers do you already have that you're looking for outside of you that's already inside of you? You see what I'm saying? It's already within you. The answer's already within you. I'm just here for clarification. I'm just here for a little motivation. But ultimately, you have sovereignty over your own life. You control you. You and God. That's y'all ship to run. That's if you let God and you allow God in your life to even assist you. Because like he gave us free will for a reason. So you have to invite those energies in your life. Talking to your ancestors and talking to your loved ones that passed on is not a problem. It's not demon worship. It's not none of that weird shit that people love to say about spirituality. It's about growth, figuring out, tapping into some of their energy so you can, I've never been a fighter, but I have warrior spirits around me. And when I need to be a warrior, they possess me and they invoke that spirit is around me. Keep that in mind. That's because I invited my warrior ancestors in to help me protect myself. Being a single black woman that got to do everything by myself, which I'm not saying I have a problem with it. But what I am saying is that's what my ancestors come in handy for. That's what God and those spirits and those energies, those high vibrational of the light energies that I invite into my atmosphere to help and assist me. They can only do that if you ask and you invite the energy around. So you have, are you looking for more guidance? Then I just was talking about that. Inviting guidance in your life. Confidence. Then I just was talking about that. How these energies give me confidence that I never had. Peace, wisdom, love, or something else. Are you looking for more of this stuff? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, trying to seek validation through the eyes of other people. That's where you fall at. And this don't matter who this person is. But we living in that world where validation is such a, it's a high. You see what I'm saying? It says, when we search outside of ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. And you know why you never feel quite good enough when you're trying to seek validation through the eyes of other people? Because everybody has their own opinion. What works for you may not work for me. That's why you run you and I run me. That's why my relationship with God is not your relationship with God. You see what I'm saying? This even bleeds to somebody could be asking themselves why he chose her and not me. Because it's a different dynamic. It's different energy. Y'all not the same person. And maybe you weren't supposed to be chosen by him. Maybe God got something better for you. Him or her or whatever. Everybody got their own opinion, and them dumping their opinions on you plus yours is going to put you in a state of illusion. It's going to clog your mind because you know what's best for you. Other people don't know what's best for you. They could guess, they could say things, they could suggest things, but ultimately it's up to you to listen and figure out what's best for you. It says today's soul action. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. Exactly. Invite the spirits in and be ready for what happens. This means that people are going to be leaving. This means people may be exposed. Hidden enemies may come out the woodwork. This could mean anything. When you start inviting that light in, it start pushing out darkness. And don't think just because you vibrate on a higher level that it ain't gonna be energies out there that try to tear you down and test you and bring you and this, that, and the third. It's about what you do to persevere through those situations and those encounters with these peoples or you know, instances or whatever. I'm sorry, I keep having to take a deep breath because I don't know, I'm just channeling it and it leaves me very winded. All right, so then we got what if it isn't true? And it literally came out in reverse. So I feel like this is a question that you may be asking yourself regarding a situation that I'm hearing in a bit of a pickle, like you're stuck in the middle of. It's almost like whatever this says, you don't want it to be true. But it is what it is, and it's time for you to just accept the truth so that way you can move forward. So that way you can learn what you needed to learn and see the situation on, okay, yeah, I may be going through chaos, or yeah, I may be questioning things or whatever. Basically see what you're going through and ask the question, what am I supposed to learn from this situation? Where can I grow? Where can I shift the energy of this situation? Whether this is an immediate situation or it's on a bigger scale. But what if it isn't true? What if the lies you tell you ain't true? What if that intuition, what if that voice inside your head that been telling you what's going on, what if that's true? You see what I'm saying? What are you afraid to lose? What's the worst could happen by you giving up something that's not worth it anyways? You have nothing but room to gain. Because leaving that energy in your life or letting it linger don't leave you, it doesn't make space for new things to come in your life. You got to make room for new by letting go of old shit. This could even be somebody hoarding either physical items or just hoarding a lot of memories and a lot of hurt in your mind, in your heart, on your spirit. You have the thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? Exactly. Today's soul's action. It's time for your soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? So take a risk. Believe in the unknown, because you never know what's there until you step into it. Journal your answer. What lie do you need to let go of to reach your soul's truth? That's beautiful. I love these cards, bitch. I love these cards. All right, let me stop playing. It says, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? Not just physical relationships, not just human contact relationships. Just more so the relationship you got with your thoughts and your feelings. Your relationships that you have with God. You know what I'm saying? Because the best way to communicate is to be direct. And you have to be direct with God as well, because you can't feel one way and pray for one thing, but then have this energy of rejection, feeling like it ain't going to happen the next minute. So you go to God and you ask God, God, I want to find $1 million. But then you get out of that prayer and be feeling like, I just prayed for some unrealistic shit. That's not fair to you or God, because you're not even giving him time to show up in your life, and you ain't even giving yourself time to strengthen your own faith and strengthen your own agility. You know how a person running and you run, when you first begin that running journey, your breath and your wind ain't gonna be as strong, but the more you do it, the more you keep going, the longer your breath get and the longer distance you can run. Think about it in that way. Shift your perspective with certain things. So you got to create more healthy boundaries. We must first get in tune with with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In our relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Okay, today's soul action. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Exactly. It may be aligned with your soul's purpose, but you cannot sit in that energy, because you can be someone who's called to help people as an empath, because you can feel people's emotions and energies, but it's not your job to save them. It's your job to give them advice to help push them and help them save themselves, because you cannot save anyone. If they don't want to show up in their lives for them, they're not going to show up in their lives for them. You can't make them. And you can't expect them to show up in their lives for themselves. And think about this. Ask yourself this. If you lie to you, how you going to expect somebody else to be honest with you? If you lie with you and you blinded yourself from the truth of a person, you can't expect that same person to then show up and not be deceiving and lie to you. Because you allowing them, you lying to yourself and you allowing them to lie to you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. I just keep hearing that. Listen to what your soul is whispering to you. Today's mantra. I have everything I need within me, and now so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. And with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I hope something I said in here helped somebody. And if it did, and you feel like, you want to share this video with someone because it may help someone else, you could feel free to do so. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. And yeah, peace out. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.